Welcome back to the shop, guys. My name's Adam. So we're working on another S&S here, and I believe that this is going to be sort of a short S&S. Guys, I've been pretty busy, and I got to kind of rush through this, and I want to try to make a little bit of an S&S for you, but I really don't have enough time to put together a full video like I usually do. We've been real busy this week, and everybody at work's putting in extra hours. We've got a lot that we got to get out this month, and so they're pushing us to try to get all this done. So we're having to work extra hours to try to make sure that we meet these deadlines. And so today is Friday. It's Friday evening, about 7 o'clock, and I usually have these videos done by now, but I had to work late today, and we got another job in this evening, and we got to do a lot of machine work on it. So we'll be working this weekend also. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw together a video of the torsion arm footage that I've already taken, a couple weeks ago. Last week you see me working on some of it, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the rest of that footage and put another video together with that. I know I promised a couple of you guys I was going to show you your tools and your viewer mill this week. I got that stuff down there, but I'm going to have to wait another week on that. So we will get to you guys, and I promise we always get to your viewer mill. So we just got to wait a week, okay? And I'm just going to leave it at that, but I got one thing that I want to show you, because next week I'm not going to have this. This is a job that came to my door. This is an emblem off of a car. I bet some of you guys probably recognize what it's off of. So the customer wants to know, can we make this emblem, but instead of it being 440, they want it 605 Magnum. So this is out of my machining capabilities here at my shop. This would be a great job for a CNC machine, and which I don't have and I don't do. I got in contact with somebody here local that is an excellent CNC machinist, and they're kind of like me. They're kind of a jobber. They'll do all kind of things. So I showed him some pictures of this, and he said absolutely he would love to do that. So we worked out some details, and we're going to go ahead and make them. So we're going to make some emblems that say 605 Magnum. I'm going to try to get this to, his name is Jason. I'm going to try to get this to Jason this weekend sometime, and hopefully within a couple weeks we're going to have 2 machined aluminum emblems that look kind of like this right here. So that was something that I want to share. And if I get a chance, I don't know, if I get a chance, we might try to peek behind the curtains of some of the machine work Jason's doing. I don't know. I haven't talked to him about that, so I don't know if I can or not. But if I get the opportunity, I'll definitely take some video of doing that. I got some new tools in right there, and we got viewer mill, but I'm just going to wait a week and be able to take my time, put the video together the way I want to, and so we'll go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get this together. And man, there were so many things that I wanted to talk to you about this week, and I just don't have time to do it now. Been a lot of developments and things going on, but we'll be back. We'll make another episode. I do have Jack Shaft Part 2 ready. That'll air after S&S, so you guys will get to see the conclusion of that job, okay? So thank you for tuning in and showing all your support as always, and we'll see you real soon, okay? Okay, so where we left off is I got the 2 new plates made. That'll go on there. These would be the replacement plates. All right. Got me a couple lines scribed on there with some soapstone. So we're going to use the grinder and the cutoff wheel. I'm basically going to cut that, and then that piece will come off. Then I'll have to do some more grinding or something to get the rest of this plate off of both of those. So we'll take care of all that, and then we'll have to go to the mill and remove these rivets right here, or not necessarily the mill. I haven't decided how I'm going to do that yet. So we're going to use the 6-inch Metabo, and got my face protection and my gloves. So let me get her set up in the vise over here. All right, that's one side. Man, that old rubber does not smell good when you burn it. All right, I think it's going to take a little bit of force, and I need to get my knife and go ahead and split that like that is there. Be right back. Okay. All right, there we go. We'll give that a little rub with some emery to clean that bar up. Now let's see if this will come out. Okay, so there's that's the old factory bushing. So I still need to cut this off right here. Won't be no problem. We'll go in there and just kind of grind it off. Okay. All right, one more to go. So I got one half off, and what it is, they've got it spot welded in there. So I'm just taking my the Metabo, and I've been coming in there and just trying to split it right on off there without getting into the this actual piece right here. I hit it a little bit right there, but that'll be all right. So I split it, and then I just took just a chisel and a hammer and just hit it, knocked it on off there. So that's what I've been doing. I was trying to figure out a good way to remove it without spending a bunch of unneeded time on it, you know. So that's what I'm after. Basically just go in there just like that with the grinder and try to split it without getting into the main part we're trying to save there. And then I'll do the same thing on this side. There it is. Now I can just take my grinder. I'll grab one of the grinders with a flap disc on it and just dress those down. Okay. All right, our new plates match up perfect. There we go. So what we got to do from here with these is go to the milling machine, or I'm going to clamp these together, okay? And I might go this side, that way it's a little easier to see. And we're going to go in there, we're going to drill probably for 2 roll pins, just one on each side. where it's so it'll be fixed together. All right, one more to go. So that's the next part we got to tackle there. And I've been looking at these instructions, and these are what he gave me to kind of go by, but it's saying that you're supposed to clamp in vise, drill a 3/8 hole 1/2 inch deep in this right here, in the vise, and then stick a 5/16 rod in there and remove rivet. That's exactly what it says. And it says in some cases the head of rivet may need to be removed. I ain't worried about them instructions. We're gonna, I'm gonna use my grinder, and I'm gonna grind the head off of this rivet right here, and then we might go in there and see about punching that thing, see if we can drive it out. Okay, let me get suited up. Don't see much. Okay, so I tried it my way for a few minutes, so didn't have very good success. So I'm going to try it like the book says. So I got it clamped in the vise. It's hanging off. I think I got it pretty well square. We're just going to try to burn through this and see what we can do. I'll go ahead and get a hole drilled. I just kind of centered it up with my center drill. I can see the rivet. For me slamming on it with the punch, I can see it, but it just doesn't want to move. So let's try to relieve some of the center of it. These are those kind of jobs where I'm always trying to be Mr. Nice Guy and help somebody out, which I've always helping him out. And I ended up spending like 3 times what the what I tell him I might have in it, and I tell him that so that he doesn't freak out. And like I said, I'm just trying to help him out. So let's see. I think I was off center a little bit again. Okay, I've got it kind of drilled out. I'm gonna go ahead and take this thing back out. Come on. Damn. And go back down there to the big vise and see if I can pound that sucker out of there this time. Kind of got ahead of myself here and started welding on it. So there's what's left of the rivet there. I had see, I drilled in there too far, and I was hammering on it. Ended up popping the bottom of the rivet off. And but I was able to knock it on out, so I think we got it coming off there now. There it is. Okay. I got to do a little more cleanup. This, he said maybe that'll work. That might work right there. It's a 7/16 bolt is what you're supposed to replace it with, so I think that worked out pretty good right there. All right. On the next one, I think what we'll do, I'm going to go ahead and do what the instructions say, and go ahead and set it up before I do any grinding, and try to find the center of it and go ahead and drill it out some, and then come back over here and see if I can drive it out of there. Okay, we got her set up, and I just used this little 1/2 inch end mill to find the center of that rivet head. Go ahead and put the 3/8 drill bit back in there. All right, that's about 3/4 deep. So far we're doing as the instructions say. So I can't drive it out right there because it'll be right there on the vise. So I need to take it out, go back to the bench, and we'll see if we can drive it out like that. Okay. I grabbed a bigger hammer. Well, there goes half of it right there. I'll be damned. Well, I guess the mechanics know what they're talking about. There it is. Okay. Number 2 done. Okay, we got our first one clamped up there. Nice use of the cant twist. I just lined up the 2 slots that right there. So to remind you again, what we're going to do is he asked me if I would put a couple roll pins in this so that once he gets the bushing in here and he'll put it together on the bar, and then he'll just drive his roll pins in there, and that'll keep the piece together so that whenever he goes to install it on the car, it's not falling apart on him. So that's what we're going to give him. He said we could just put a couple, one on each side in the corners there. I was going to put 4, but I cannot find 8 roll pins of the same size. I could cut these and that would probably work. Just like cut them in half. Then they might be a little too short, I don't know. So we're going to try 2 on the first one here, and if that works fine, we're just going to do the other one with 2. So nothing special. I'm just going to drill it. 1/4 inch drill bit. Okay. Just take that out so I can move it over here. I want to go to the opposite corner on this one here. We'll bring it up kind of close in that corner there. And I'm also, I'm looking at the wear pattern where the washers and the bolts were, so we're kind of away from that. One of them. All right, let's see. I'm actually using a roll pin punch here. Okay. And I may end up just cutting some of these off, some of it off, so that it's not sticking out so far. But I just want to get them in there and then take the clamps off and see if it's going to hold together good. That one tight. I think that's going to work. Tell you what, let me get my bolting tool. Yeah, let's come right over here. Okay. I think that'll work, guys. You should be able to get that together. So let me go ahead and get the let me get the other one drilled, and I might take and cut some of them roll pins off there. All right, I went ahead and cut them in half, and we'll replace them. There we go. There's one of them. And I think that'll work right there. All right, we got the other one set up here drilled. And I was going to point this out too, in case you're not unaware. This is an actual roll pin punch, and they're designed for driving roll pins like this. You got the little divot right there in the end of it. I bought a set of those a while back. Those are Proto. I'm just using the pliers to just kind of set it in place, and then I'm bringing the punch in. clear that spindle here. I'm gonna see if I can just set it in there this time. Hold it with the punch. Alright, there we are. Alright, one final thing I'm going to do. Got some of these letter punches right here. I want to do A and B. They'll only go one way, but this will make it a little easier for him to distinguish which one's which. So I'm going to put A right here on this one. Okay. Well, that didn't whatever, didn't do very good. Okay, there's A. B. There's B. Okay. So A, B, and B. And that should get them together. Alright, well that's going to conclude this torsion arm work right here. We've done everything that the customer asked us to do. We removed these housings right here, made some new plates, got them pinned together so he can put his new bushings in there, and he's completely rebuilding that. These right here, remove the rivets, pull them off. So I believe these are replaceable items right here. He's going to put these new ones on there, so he's good to go. All right, just need a little cleanup right there. I didn't want to fool that on camera, but anyway, it's all done. I'm happy to see this one done, and now I can move on to some other projects. Possibly maybe get started on the mill here pretty soon. I don't know yet, but I hope you enjoyed watching. A little bit of machining involved right here. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on the next job. Okay.